Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Today's piece of content is something that I've been thinking about making for quite some time. And it's just dawned on me again, it's another one of those, why aren't I making, or at least why haven't I done this before? Because it's certainly something that's benefited me quite a lot when it comes to making purchases for EDC kind of stuff, and even other stuff as well. And that's the way in which you are now allowed to make purchases from other countries outside of the UK now due to the new international trading laws. So I'm just going to get straight into this. I'll turn the camera around. Well, really, I'll record my screen to show you this. While I'm doing that, if you do enjoy this content or you find it useful, I really do hope you do find this useful, then please hit that like button and subscribe. That would be absolutely amazing. Now let's have a look at how we can save some money. Just to make sure you're fully aware of this, a lot of these changes came into place when the UK left the EU. So some of these might be useful for UK citizens. However, it definitely works the opposite way around, but I can't 100% see how it works the opposite way around. So if there's anybody in the US that wants to try this, or anyone in any other country that wants to try this, because I'll give you a few examples here, I'd love to hear your thoughts as far as how you found this as well. Now, I can definitely 100% say that I have tried and tested this, and it 100% works. In fact, I've been doing it for the last 12 months or so, mainly because there are certain things that I know that if I buy from the US, then it's cheaper to buy it from the US and have it posted to the UK through Amazon. And this really is a bit of an Amazon hack. And it's completely above board, it's completely within the law, it's not illegal or anything like that. So the main thing to note is that when the UK left the European Union, we then went into I forget what it's called, the international trading laws. So just to show where I'm on the uk.gov website. This isn't some sort of hack website that I'm on. This is the UK government website, and what it does is it tells you about this £135 limit. So if you're purchasing anything that is £135 or less, unless it is excise goods, which are alcohol and tobacco, which are highly taxed here in the UK. So if it's £135 or less, you don't get any sort of import tax, or you shouldn't be getting any sort of import tax on that. Certainly if you are, then you should probably be arguing that with Parcel Force or the Post Office. So if you can see here, it gives you a bit about customs and what comes in. As long as it's worth no more than £135, as far as customs duties are concerned, there's no charge. Now, since we left the EU, this is something that Amazon have been trying to tell people. They've been singing it from the rafters, but it's not really kind of sunk in as far as how this kind of works, and people aren't taking advantage of it. We should definitely be taking advantage of this. Because Amazon's an international company, they kind of view their stock as we've got this worldwide stock. Although there's the separate different places, they see it as one whole stock. So if I was to purchase something from the US, now I know that I can spend up to £135, which is $186. If I'm not buying anything that costs more than $186, then I'm not going to have to pay import duty if I buy it from Amazon. Amazon will make sure they handle all of the import and export and all of those sort of things. Generally, you just pay to have it delivered to you. You don't necessarily have to worry about all of that sort of stuff. Just so you're aware as well, let's say we did this in euros, then I'm allowed roughly up to €160, again, before I'm going to get charged any sort of import duties. I think it's slightly different with Europe, but it's still roughly the same. The way that I wanted to show you this, so here I've got Amazon UK, I've got Amazon US, and I've got Amazon Germany. So let's say in the UK, and this is something that I've been looking to purchase so that I can review for the channel. So I'm going to look at the Garmin Instinct. And this was the one that I was looking at, this black one here. There is a renewed version, which is, it's just refurbished. It sounds a lot nicer, renewed, doesn't it? Renewed. But if I wanted to buy just the regular graphite version, that would cost, here in the UK, it would cost £229. Now, if I was to look in the US, what was it? It was the Instinct. Enter. Where are we? Okay, so the normal version, not the version that is renewed, but this is the normal version, is $179. $179, $179 is underneath my allowance. Now, there is a small little caveat here, and this is Microsoft's. We're just checking the prices. So in this instance, I think with postage, and if you put it up here, if you click on it, it's just taking its time. When you do click on it, generally it'll come back and it says, yep, no import fees, and it will only cost £7.93 to post it to you. Now, I think with the addition of this extra $7, it does take it up over, because I did just check this, and it actually took it up to £164 if I was to do that. I just had to pay a tiny little bit of VAT when it came into the country, but that was £164. I'm still managing to save £60 getting that from the US. If I was to do the same, Garmin Instinct here from Germany, so here in, that's the, well, pretty much the same one anyway, isn't it? It's the esports version. There's €209. So I was in the wrong one, wasn't I? Sorry. €209. Oh, I was in the right one. 209 is £175. So I'm still managing to save quite a chunk of money if I was to purchase that from Germany. And it does the same here. So all it's telling is you just have to pay this extra charge for delivery. So it's actually a really, really clever way of being able to sort this. If I was to purchase this from Amazon in the US, as I mentioned, when I did click purchase on this, it said that it actually just jumped over that £135. But you don't have to pay an additional charge to the post office for handling and then parcel force to get it to you. It's all done by Amazon. They just bring it to you and they sort that out in the background. But one thing I'd also notice as well, working in the opposite direction. Let's say we look at this absolute beauty of a watch. So here we've got some prices in the UK, but one thing that I've noticed, GA, especially in the US, is that sometimes you guys really do get fleeced on certain items that come in from Japan. So here's a cracking example. If I wanted to just get the all black version in the US, that's $168. Whereas here in the UK, it's only £87, which if I put that in, 87, I mean, you're saving £40 there, $40 there, getting it from the UK. Same on, I think that's the same there as well. So that's $52. Whereas here in the UK, that's even cheaper. It's only That's only £78. So if I put that in, 78. And again, it's just a rough idea when you're on this. If I was to click on one of these US ones, it will come back up here and it will tell me it's, definitely no imports on that one, because I know that I am quite below my ceiling of £135. The one that I bought recently from a recent review was my Duro, the Casio Duro. For that one, it was a hell of a lot cheaper to purchase it from the US and have it shipped to the UK through Amazon. Now, the main thing around this really is through Amazon, because they're a big company. They just deal with this for you. So here's another example. This is one of the recent released ones. That's $154. But here in the UK, it's even less. It's only £70 for this, which, if we put in £70, I mean, you're saving nearly a third. It was, what was it, 154? 154. You're saving over $50 to get it from the UK. And this is what I'd like to check. I know that this definitely works this way because I've got a UK account, and it works it all out for me, what it's from the US to the UK. So I'd love to hear, having watched this, if you did the same. Now, I know I'm talking a lot about US to UK because at the moment, because the UK unfortunately left the EU, this is actually one of the things that it has benefited us on. But it does work through the EU as well. If you were to, say, find something on the Amazon, on the Spanish Amazon site, and it's cheaper than it would be on the German Amazon site, then they'll just ship that to you from Spain, and you'll be able to get that at the reduced rate. Spain to France, France to, I'm trying to think of other places in that I know definitely have it, but I know certainly France. I think Sweden have it. All of the different countries all around the world. It's definitely something that you should think of to take advantage of, because I certainly myself, making content and try and find the best prices to get content to be able to make things for you guys. This is certainly one of the ways in which I've been using to help to save quite a lot of money. So it's not illegal. It's not a tax dodge. It's nothing. It's just a change to the charges, and somebody had to set a limit at some point, and this £135 became the sweet spot that the international community set a limit on for purchasing goods. So I mean, like as I say, I've been taking advantage of this for quite some time. I really don't know why it's took me so long to make this content, but hopefully it will certainly help you guys. Now, this definitely works best on Amazon because they show you the import duties, they show you if there are any import duties, that is, or they just say, it's only going to cost you £7 to have this delivered. If you were to, say, go to GoRuck and maybe buy one of the, I think the GoRuck Bullet is about $150, is it? Yeah, I think it's about $150. Then that would mean that having that posted to you, you just have to pay postage. But then when it got to the point where somebody's assessing this to see if you need to pay duty on that, you're not going to have to pay duty on it, because $150 converted into pounds is definitely less than £135. So there's other people in between postage and all of that sort of stuff, whereas with Amazon they just do it all for you and you can save some money. I definitely like to hear the opposite way, because as I mentioned, here in the UK I can't see or be able to replicate it, what it would look like if I was on Amazon US, mainly because I have a UK Amazon account. So I'd love to hear in the comments below if you guys can also take advantage of this. But then that also means, because it is the international trade agreement, if you're in Canada, if you're in Australia, New Zealand, all of the other countries that also have Amazon there as well, I'd love to hear if it works for you guys, and then let's put some comments down there so that we can all say, yeah, it works for me, I've tried it, and yeah, let's save some money. Normally I'd say there's some links in the description, but there isn't, because it's Amazon. Just use and abuse it. Like I say, it's not illegal, it's not a tax dodge, it's just how the system works now, and you should definitely take advantage of it. I will leave some of my social media links in below so you can look at the stuff that I'm testing out. And if you'd like to like and subscribe, I think after this little treat, we should all definitely be liking and subscribing and sharing. I definitely recommend sharing this on your social media, so even your friends. It's not just about buying EDC stuff. If you wanted to buy a duvet set, maybe, then it would be exactly the same. So definitely share this over your social media as well. But for now, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC.